What is going on, y'all? So I would be doing this on the new ultraviolet freaking webcam, but it is currently uploading a video right now that I shot on the my experience with or interaction, I should say, with Ricky Jackson. Such a freaking awesome day, man. Me and the wife had such a good time yesterday doing all that. It couldn't have turned out any better than what it did. Just awesome. So please watch that video if you haven't already. This is going to be kind of it's not going to be a big boppers. I'm just trying to clear out some returns before the big move here in a couple weeks. It is, shit, that's next week. So not this Friday, but the next Friday we'll be moved out of this house. So I'm sure if you've been following my video for some time, you've noticed there was stuff on the walls that's no longer on the walls and all that. Freaking ready to go, man. If you can see over my shoulder here, back there's just piles and piles of TTMs that I'm just waiting to send out. I sent off 20 today. I can send off 20 tomorrow, 20 the next day, 20 the next day. Right now, I think I have about 140 freaking TTMs ready to rock and roll. I wanted to address a question that I got asked of. It was via PM through YouTube, which I don't even know how to freaking get to those anymore unless someone sends me something. Unless you send me a PM, I don't know how to just go in and check them. He asked me, extremely long PM short, how the hell do I find the finds that I find? Meaning, how do I find the addresses that I find? How do I find out that this guy is signed? How do I find out that Jack Ham, that's one he used as an example, how do you get Jack Ham to sign TTM when the guy strictly only signs for charities? That's not just that's not going to be an easy answer, man. The question is, or excuse me, the answer is going to be, for one, research. If you want somebody, I am a firm believer in that there is no one that is unobtainable TTM. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to try 30, 40, 50 freaking times, but I believe that you will get, if you want someone bad enough, you can get them. It's just you might have to think outside of the box and ideas that no one's ever thought of before. Also, another thing is you need to build a little network, man, a little community of guys that get good returns and that they can trust you and you can trust them. Okay, just like in-person autographers, they don't like to give all their secrets. I tried to do in-person for years and years, man, and I could never get over the freaking hill because they didn't want to tell you what hotel they were staying at, what entrance, Jeff Bagwell was coming in, what entrance Roger Clemens comes in on days that he pitches, so on and so forth. Those were all real examples that happened to me. You need to find a clique that trusts you and they will bring you in. Okay, but with that being said, you have to have something to offer, man. You just can't join someone's little group and have no content, nothing to add to it. If they're bringing you in, it's because they think you have added value to their circle. So that's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, and this isn't going to be the answer that just over the next week or two you're going to be able to be like, oh, got it. As far as me, this shit took me years and years, man. Years and years to get to where I am, and the group of friends and group of really trusted TTM friends that I have. So that's that. So I'm sorry if that's not the sexy answer of, oh, just do this and do this and do this and you're there, man. But it's just not that easy. So with that being said, I'm sending off to some ridiculously big names over the probably next week. Let's see, Deshaun Watson, Andrew Luck, Ricky Williams. I'm going to try Ricky Williams one more time. Kareem Hunt, Terry Bradshaw. There's that badass Earl Campbell signing that's $15 per card, man, with the Hall of Fame inscription that's coming up. So I got in my cards today to send off to that. Who else? Who else? Jason Witten, I think I'm going to try one last time. Arthur Moats, Jim Langer, just to name a few. People always like to ask, who are you sending off to? That's kind of the next couple 10, 15 letters I'm writing. Oh yeah, Jaromir Jagr, Martin Brodeur, Terrell Davis, and yeah, that's it. That's only my notes I have. I'm the post-it note king. So sorry for the rambling. So here we go. We got Ernest Givens on a rookie card, which Ernest Givens, as a kid growing up in Houston with the Oilers before they moved in 1996 due to Bud frickin' Adams, he was one of my favorite players on the Oilers. Probably my second favorite, with my first being Haywood Jeffries. Charlie Trippy. If you haven't got Mr. Trippy, you should probably jump on that train. I do not know how much longer Mr. Trippy will be around. He has been the oldest living Hall of Famer for about 5 or 6 years now. Bruce Irvin. Tim McGee. He signed 2 of 2, and this was out for a long time, man. This Tim McGee was out for over a year. And then he added this one, which was pretty cool. It'd be probably even cooler if I was a Vols fan. Roan Stark. So I've been told by a couple of guys that he is a really tough TTM. I've tried him twice and gotten him back twice. So I can't tell you if he is or isn't, but I'm really happy to add him. Curtis Duncan, another one of my top 5 all-time favorite Houston Oilers. Just love this guy. I've personally never met him. I have a handful of friends that have said they've met Curtis Duncan in person and said he's just super, super humble and super nice. Bruce Armstrong, I've gotten him before, but I wanted to get him on some rookie cards for this rookie card infatuation I have. And he sent 3 extras. Finally was able to get Sean Merriman in 2002, 3, 4, somewhere in that area. When I joined the Navy, I wasn't that big into football at the time. When I say not that big, I mean not at all. But where I was stationed in Lemoore, California, which is the central part right below Fresno, on AM radio, that's kind of one of my guilty pleasures. I really enjoy AM talk radio. They had the San Diego Chargers play-by-play network, and I kind of became a fan of the Chargers just because that was the only thing I could hear as far as AM radio sports. And at the time, Sean Merriman was the shit, man. And I really, really became a fan of that guy. I hated to see, kind of what he did to himself towards the end of his career there. Chichi Rodriguez, one of my grandpa's favorite golfers. Henry Ellard, signed 2 of 2. This one was cool. I knew I had one of these returns out. I did not know I had the 92, 93 Fleer out. Steve Kerr. So really cool. Billy Gambrill. Whew. And then who did I get on this one? Oh yeah, this one was Billy Gramble as well. I got on the St. Louis Cardinals football little card project I've been working on. What's funny, I have a couple of these projects I'm working on, and they've all turned out really nice. For some reason, every single autograph on this card is either smeared or has a fingerprint in it, or so that card's been a little rough. These were just because and trades. So this one's really freaking tough to see in person, so I imagine on camera it's impossible. Brian Cushing on a rookie card. Billy Wagner. This one was a trade from The Godfather. Michael Rhodes. I hope you and Archer are doing great, buddy. Teddy Bruschi. And Mario Williams on a rookie card. So really happy to add that as well. So that is that. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Tried to keep it under 10 minutes. I could ramble on for another 10, and so I wouldn't make it under 10, but I'm not going to do that. So until next time, adios. Be safe. Bye-bye. Beat 10.